Spirit, help us get clear, concise. Some messages here, please, for the collective. Thank you. La. Okay. Abashre. I'll be using Rider-Waite. And I'll be using the Mystic Oracle. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Spirit. Alright, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the live. I go by the name of Ukoko. I hope everybody's well. This evening, we're going to be doing a collective reading. Tawazamini, Tawaza Tuleroto. Hi, Nigel. Long time, Nigel. Hello there to Favor. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the live. Welcome, Mamas. I hope everybody's well. Good day to Umpo. Hello there, Hazel. Tawaza Hazel. Tawaza Siam Tanda. Tawaza to Justice. Tawaza to Mazwane. Thank you so much, Justice. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. Tawaza to Seasonal Flowers. Tawaza to Nikita. Tawaza to Michelle. Tawaza to Pasi. A very good evening there to everybody. Tawaza Sihle. Tawaza Sisanda. Tolerato Mpo Entle Vero. The Gracious. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. Thank you so much. No flowers. Tawaza to Oxy. Tawaza to A. Tawaza to user no Lu. I hope everybody is well. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. Well, guys, tomorrow is a very special day. It's a very important portal tomorrow. It's the 555 portal. That's will be opening up for May. It's a very auspicious portal here that will be opening up here for the collective. And what does it promise? It promises to almost Tawazani to Seba, Shifty, Mellow, Petty, everybody, Tawaza to Malo. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. Togoza to Willow D. Oh, my network seems to be doing this thing again, guys. We're going to give it a try. It has been a bit finicky. Nonetheless, in summary, this portal Lexasa, guys, will be a portal that would be of great benefit to the collective. Things are about to change. Something within your institution that has asked you to move differently. Look at the bottom of the deck. Lots of transformation. We do have death at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Togoza to Zoti. Togoza Mdumdala. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and follows and the gifts. I'm not too sure if my network is going to play a game today. Togoza Malu. Togoza Mdumdala. Thank you so much to Lerato. Well, I was explaining the 555 portal, and synonymous with tarot, 555 speaks to big changes that are coming towards the collective's lives here in terms of things shifting. Thank you so much, Togozani, to Nozibusiso, Kilebuchile, Spe, Queen D, Mandaba. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys are absolutely amazing. So this period here, just to summarize it, guys, allows the collective. But this year is the year of completion, or the year of the 9. Things are really wrapping up, and similarly to things as well where you may have felt that, wow, Mandaba, thank you so much for those roses, my angel. I love a bunch of roses. You guys are absolutely awesome. So, just in summary, before I get into the reading, 555 is a very important portal exercise in terms of there'll be major shifts as well that should start taking place from tomorrow. It's a very pivotal portal where you can manifest, where you can heal, where you can close cycles once again, and you can also get in touch once again to your spirituality. It's a very auspicious time where you'll be able to heighten as well your intuition. I wonder what happened to this song. Alright, let me just see something here, guys. I don't know what happened to my song. Okay, there it is. Alright, without any further ado, collective, let's tap into the collective reading. But 555 portal allows for healing, allows for further transformation, allows for you to release things that no longer serve you for your highest and greatest good, and also brings upon very good energy of abundance here for the collective. So it's a very good time for you to pray tonight, align yourself with your spirit guides and make all your desires known to the universe. Without any further ado, collective, let's get into this reading. I must say your past people have been on my on my cards, but I also want to do a 555 portal spread here for today. But if your people come out, they come out. What do the spirit guides, your angels, source God wants the collective to know during this period? How should the collective engage the spirit as well here? All right, for the highest and greatest good, with this mystic oracle deck, I wonder. But let us see. Clear, concise messages, please, here, spirit, for the collective. Love. Okay. Looking good. Looking good, looking good. We're opening up with love, unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, attraction, and selflessness. I feel spirit is answering us here with the portal with regards to 555. I don't believe the collective is in love with this present moment. I do believe you are manifesting. Oh, sorry about that, guys. And I believe this phone now for those that are not Togoza Yo-Yo Soil. For those that are not familiar with these two birds, this is Impangela. In English, it's known as a guinea fowl. And guinea fowls are Togoza Iona. Yes, my angel. Togoza Nsimbi. Alright. So, Impangela, guys, are very babies are monogamous birds. And they have a partner for life. And this card gives me that very same energetic confluence here that for this 555 portal, the collective has been working very hard on yourselves. Healing, putting one foot in front of the other, doing your best. It's not an easy road. It's been arduous. It's been a portal here that as it opens here so that you can manifest some unconditional love into your life. So that you can be in this position here, collective. Togoza to dimple face. Hey, Mazwan. Absolutely, Mandaba. Thank you so much. So during this period here, I feel that this 555 portal wants the collective to actually start practicing unconditional love towards yourself. I had a very interesting question here. I don't know what I was listening to during the course of the day, but something was to the lines of or I think maybe one of the consultations or something like that. Something to the lines of, Boko, what is your advice on love? Where do you stand on love? And almost as to not even answer that question, another intrusive thought came to mind as that question came in, but I'm just narrating the story. And the next question that almost came from this, it's almost like this person's spirit was asking me this question, Uguti. Or maybe I want to tell it as me. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares. and the followers and the gifts. Why am I struggling to put this in words? Nonetheless, it was something to the tune of, oh, this is better. This is a beautiful analogy. So, Coco, let us just say, when currently you're single. All right, cool. And just like the collective, yeah, let's use this example here, collective. Everybody's currently in isolation, right? And they're working on themselves and everything. And the question that came to mind was, does the collective, or does Gogo, or whoever, take it as it resonates, believe that the current hurt, trauma, past people, past experiences, will they be all totally absolved by this new person that may come through here? Togoza Zamo, you're just on time. Togoza Tumudika. All right, Tunjabu, not taking any questions at the present moment in time. And that question or that statement had me pondering for some time. Is this a way of spirit speaking to me on behalf of the collective to say, maybe there's also maybe that aspect that we need to maybe throw caution to the wind towards there, because if the collective has the expectation of saying things will miraculously fall into place once this new person comes into your life, there's a bit of there's a term that they use here. There's a shaman doing mamele. They were talking about most of the things in Mhlabeni are going wrong because of just how people think about things and the expectations and managing expectations. So I think it was, I'll remember it. It was one of the very, very wise shamans here, and it got me thinking here to saying, collective, we need to really maybe address that bit for those that are new. For those that are advanced that are not on this page, guys, please just give us a second. Let me address Lababanyege Abaseza, Abahamba, Le Marathon and Nati. It's absolutely imperative here, collective, that you love yourself individually during this isolation period, that you find yourself and you feel whole within yourself outside of a connection that is love. All right. Because if we are not able to get to the point where the collective is able to love themselves unconditionally, this is self-love, this is wholeness. I'm looking at also these past experiences that the collective have been experiencing, the karmic partners, all of these things that you've been experiencing, guys. It all came down to this, to expressing self-love towards yourself, to feel this wholeness, to show affection to yourself, to feel attracted to yourself, and have selflessness in that. Okay? Absolutely, dimple face. Expectations is the thief of joy. This is the time for self-love. Absolutely. So with that being said, I feel like this card, as well as the 555 portal, is almost asking the collective to say, be very clear on what you want to manifest. Be very clear on the path that you want to take. Be very clear on the new timeline that you want to embark on, because everything that comes will be as a result of what you have manifested, and there'll be nobody else to blame but yourself. Right? And to have the expectation of if a new person comes into your life, they'll miraculously fix things, and you'll, ask the people monkey branch into relationships. You never get the chance to really heal, meaning that you'll be bleeding onto other people. So take this time to bleed, to heal, have surgery, treat your wounds, allow your wounds to heal as well. And then you can apply some bandages and then maybe introduce somebody as well with that. Yeah. So that is love. All right, what else do we need to know here, Spirit, please, for the 555 portal? Oh, okay. What do we have here? Absolutely. Firstly, this card says here, play your cards Martini, keep your cards close to your chest with everything that you do here, collective. All right? Take calculated risks. With risks and opportunities, I must say here, for some of you, You may have had a request here from Spirit to really take a massive jump, a massive leap into the unknown, right? Which would have put you in a situation which would have possibly made you financially unstable moving forward. And Spirit is saying, high risk, high reward with everything that is happening here. Don't show your hand, and with everything that is happening here, take a gamble on this path. Take a gamble on this new lifeline here. Take a gamble on loving yourself. Take a gamble of putting yourself first. Take a gamble on cutting people out of your life. Take a gamble on being in control and being, baby son, the driver of your life at this present moment in time. Alright, let's see what else we need to see here for this 555 portal. One thing that is also very a blessing in disguise with this 555 portal, what it does as well on a spiritual level and cosmic level or astrology as well, we speak to the narrative of it's almost like an energetic confluence that during these periods where you've been serving your karmic debt, it's been also taking score of all the things that you've been doing at the very same time. All the good deeds that you've been doing, and you feel that, you may have not been compensated, you may have not been recognized, you feel somehow, we may have done all these things in vain. Now is the time for you to reap. All of the plans that you had planned, for some of you, things that you secretly covert in your heart, your aspirations, your goals, some of the things that you may have felt that are not reachable may suddenly be reachable. I also see some certain things where one of these manifestations where you just manifest in passing. I see a lot of those manifestations actually coming to pass here for the collective, depending on what you've manifested here. Okay. So, with this third card here, Mandaba, this third card speaks to something that is requiring the collective to really take a hard look in the mirror. Alright? And it's such a difficult pill to swallow because it's almost asking here the collective to say, with all things that have happened here, collective, with these past karmic people, there has to be an element or a point where the collective starts joining the dots here in terms of saying, Guti, there must have been something about the collective. And take it as it resonates, guys. If this is not your story, please don't take it. Flip and switch the roles as necessary. It's quite a heavy message for tonight. But over and above all, Spirit is saying that the collective needs to just take a hard look in the mirror. Right, just cover your bases. Before you point a finger at the next person, also look within yourself and introspect. I'm being shown the Seven of Pentacles. Look how far you've come, all the work that you've done, and almost do a SWOT analysis. Once again, like I always make that example. Look at what your strengths are in a relationship. Understand and be very familiar with your weaknesses as well. Exploit all opportunities that are there and diminish any threats that present themselves in any relationship. All right. So absolutely, Mandaba. It's a learning experience here. Spirit is almost saying here, collective maybe needs to, or how I see it is that divine masculine being the people that you're with versus the divine feminine, which is the collective. They both work hand in glove, in both respects, be it the divine feminine or the divine masculine. People are people, and people make mistakes, absolutely, and people hurt each other, and people are not perfect, and people need to come to the point where they give each other room or leeway to be people as well. not to exonerate or to pardon these narcissists, these people that have put you through hell. Not at all. That's not the point of the exercise. The point of the exercise is just to also seek within yourself to find out what frequency were you vibrating at to find yourself attracting these people into your lives. One may say, oh, Coco, I am an empath. So empaths have this tendency of drawing narcissists as well. I'll take that. But in the very same breath as well, we need to get to the point where the collective, we all just take a hard look in the mirror and we just iron out those creases, because if we're able to look at them, if we're able to face them, then it's not a big monster in the cupboard anymore. Now it's something that we can deal with, and that is where growth comes from. Finally, Spirit wants to also, they've been bringing up this card, all ships, relationship, friendship, sneaky link ship, any ship, my emotions, guys, that no longer serves you, any person, place, or thing. Togoza Ndombi, Togoza Lebuchang, Togoza Enji. Welcome to the live. For everybody that has just joined us here, guys, I am doing a collective reading here, and it's a 555 portal reading here, and it's going to focus on the collective solely. And I want to find out from the tarot what Spirit would like the collective to focus on during this period. And the 4 topics here that we've spoken on was love, keeping all your moves to yourself. I'm actually hearing Spirit say with the poker face, the collective needs to have a new motto: silence is golden. Yeah, for the poker face, silence is golden. Keep your cards to your chest, and also understand that high risk, high reward. Golden mirror gives an opportunity for the collective to then look into the mirror and source out if they've got any traits. And the only trait that we see here is a narcissistic trait on this particular card. But we want to also look at all the other traits that these other people brought or were reflecting back to you in your life, and take the bits that resonate. And if it doesn't resonate with you, you leave it as is, collective. Yeah. And then the last one is the ships here. So it's absolutely important that you do the cord cutting ceremony. I think I posted a video Izolo here from Gaia speaking about how you can do a very easy cord cutting ceremony here, where you can set your intentions. You imagine a golden pair of scissors. You imagine the person that you want to cut the cord with, and you speak to them and you explain to them, you know what, I forgive you and I love you, but I need to release you because maybe you're vibrating on a different frequency. Number 2, my reasons for me to stepping away from you and cutting this cord. Once upon a time, we were a couple. This didn't work out, and these are the things that I didn't like from this particular relationship. And you can count all the reasons, especially mentioning the things that make you feel especially emotive, right? So if you felt that this person, for instance, was emotionally unavailable, you mention that before you cut the cord, or you imagine that cord cut. And then that's how we do the cord cutting ceremonies. It's absolutely imperative that you move on. And when you move on here, collective, move on decisively. Don't move on with one foot in the door, one foot out of the door. Spirit is saying you cannot be lukewarm. This train is moving. This train is moving. So you will receive what you need. Progression is definitely on the way. Togo is a love sparkle. Togo is a love sparkle. Right, let's step into the tarot here. Let us see. What does Spirit want us to see here? Lots of healing that I'm hearing in the background. Spirit is saying it's important for the collective also to prioritize healing, and it's not a race. Healing is not a race, collective. Finding this new person and bringing them into your life is not important at this present moment in time. The majority of the collective are closed off anyway. You're going to make a mess of it anyway, presently. So as excited as some of the collective may be, it's also time as well to assess, are you really open to love? What do you want in love? What is love to you? And that's only discerned by you being able to love yourself at the very same time. Spirit, help us get clear, concise messages here, please, for the collective. For the 555 portal, what do they need to know for the highest and greatest good here? Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to switch back to my old spread. I'm not going to do the Celtic cross this evening. We're going to try to take a look at the past and have a full comprehensive reading here. Looking back at the past, present, and future, what Spirit wants the collective to do during this period in time. Alright, and I'll clarify with the Rider-Waite. Okay, what do we have here? Bottom of the deck. 3 of Cups, already the celebration towards the end. And intuition, beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we've got 10 of Pentacles. Definitely money is going to be spoken about in this reading. Family, marriage, commitment, and long-term goals. It's also giving here massive transitions that the collective can anticipate during this period of 555. You will be definitely stepping into a totally new portal here, collective. Totally new portal. All right, let's look at here in the recent past. Okay, no, let's not do that. I don't know what happened. I made it nice and straight. Here we go. Bible. What is happening with this reading today? You're absolutely on time, Mr. Turing. Togozam Dumdal. It would seem here in the recent past here, the collective is, you're looking okay here with this Queen of Pentacles. I think this Queen of Pentacles is speaking to your finances at this present moment in time. We will clarify as things go on, but I do see here there has been an absolute evolution here and a lot of growth so far as your spirituality is concerned here, collective. You're feeling present day, that you've done as much as you can, you've paid your dues, and why is this thing not focusing on? And you're quite comfortable. I think with your spirituality, you're quite comfortable. So far as your growth as a human being, I think you're comfortable as well. So far as your babies and emotional intelligence as well, I feel that there's been some grounding here. I feel here there's been this relentless, perpetual effort here of the collective to choose themselves over and over. This lady here looks like, they've been through a lot, but this is somebody here that's keeping it together. And this is a person that's almost saying to me, Gogo, you mustn't look like your problems. So the collective is not looking like their problems at this present moment in time, but it is quite evidently, glaringly clear that there's a lot happening. You guys are overthinking. Some of you guys may be struggling to sleep at night. You may be having headaches. You may be easily distracted. And Spirit is saying during this period here in the recent past is to try ground yourself. And we're going to clarify these cards. With this Two of Swords, there seems to be also this perpetual situation here for the collective where they found themselves having to make decisions without information. And this has been something that has been troubling the collective even now when Spirit says it's important that you cut these ties, right? And just jump, and leave your work, and whatever Spirit has asked you where you may feel collective that, that was quite a big ask here from Spirit. I do see a lot of those situations here that you've had to make these decisions here without any knowledge here. So far as your love life is concerned, next to that Three of Cups, you may have been plagued with a lot of third-party situations here in the recent past, which you did not appreciate at all. Because for most of you here, collective, you may have believed or thought, and Spirit is almost saying here, I must be just cautious with my words, because depending on the person that you are dealing with, some of them
may be able to come back into your life. Some of them may not. But for the majority of them here, Togoza there David, Togoza there to Benny. For the majority of you here, guys, this was your soul partner. This past person here that we were speaking about the past weekend, not the new person. This was supposed to be somebody here that you got married to. This was a soul partner, but this became a karmic soul partner because this person still had a lot of karmic debt. But you still holding on to this here, collective, even till today. There's this air where so much as the collective can continually to say, oh, Coco, we're looking for this new person here. This energy is still very much present here. You guys still think about each other. You guys still care about each other very much. And I do see here that the divine masculine is the one that's more into this relationship more than the collective. In the very same breath, Coco, do you see us walking away? Absolutely. Coco, do you see us creating space with these divine masculines? Absolutely. Coco, do you see us taking the efforts here where we are trying to delete the photos, the phone numbers, blocking, changing cities and whatever things that you're doing at this present moment in time? Togoza Matinza, Togoza de Tukeletso. Nogalezo mentioned something very interesting. That it's a hard experience here, collective. It's difficult for you to let go of this connection here. All of you here, you're very, in as much as your person right now, whether they're in a relationship or not, whether they're posting or whether they're not posting, I can guarantee you they are not happy, right? In as much as I can also guarantee here for the collective that you guys still feel something for this past person. In as much as you are distancing, creating distance, walking away, trying by all means to control yourself and to create all of these, I'm seeing the Seven of Wands, barriers and boundaries for this particular person, right? Some of the collective have not mastered this art. Aibo King Moshe. Hey, don't do that. Yeah, no, M. It's very clear that the collective has made up their mind. They want to walk away from this past person. They want a new person. They don't want this drama. They don't want this karma. You guys don't want the smoke here that comes with this particular relationship. And you just want peace and serenity. I'm almost hearing you guys saying, all I want is somebody for myself, right? Not somebody that belongs to somebody, or there's a third party, or no. You guys don't want that anymore, right? And at once upon a time, and hence why Spirit is saying here, take a look at the golden mirror. Once upon a time, collective, it means that you guys were happy to be in those situations. It was not by you knowing, but in certain other instances as well, collective, there were some parts of you where you were happy to be in a third party situation, where you were happy to be a sneaky link, where you were happy, to be domineering. You were happy to love bomb to get your way. You were self-absorbed in some instances, and in some instances you were one-sided. And Spirit is saying it's okay. It's the human experience, right? And we need to just learn from that human experience. Oh, okay, all right. Absolutely, Modika, you can't be doing that. Can't be entertaining third parties. Not at all, my darling. Not at all, my darling. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. Unolu Atu, we have children with them. Absolutely. It is a common occurrence when Nolu, to have children with your comics. Absolutely, Togoza, just Chabang. Thank you so much, Ketlala. Mdumdala, thank you so much. You're always good to see you. Right. So we do see here present day here with this Queen of Swords. This is you here, collective. Togoza, there to heals. You are very pensive. You're thinking of your future. You're laser focused at this present moment in time. You are on the verge of cutting people, places, and things. They just need to breathe wrong. They're out. Right? You're keeping your circle small. Togoza, it's your girl, Sina. You're making sure that, good evening there to Madame, you're making sure that your future is looking bright. You're making sure that you're crossing the T's, dotting the I's. I see you here looking at your finances. I see you restructuring. There's a lot of changes here that are happening here, and a lot of change is on the horizon, and you're anticipating a lot of this change to come to you as well. Present moment in time here, this Queen of Swords is somebody here that's been through a lot. You're not overly emotional. You're not in your emotions during this period here, collective, if we must be truly honest. The Queen of Swords is somebody that's all action, all business, and no nonsense. Whoop whoop. Right? So you're almost saying here, Gogo, I'm just waiting. I'm just ready to go. Or there's something that you're waiting for. There's something that you're in deep contemplation of as well. It definitely looks like your future. It looks like your financial future in terms of what you want to do. I see you thinking about your job. I see you thinking about your possessions. I see you thinking about your investments. I see you thinking about how you want your future tomorrow to look like. It's almost like you're taking stock at the present moment in time, and for some reason during this period, now it's become very, very, very important for you to take these decisions here. And I see you here keeping to yourself and not speaking to a lot of people. Mandaba, what's causing the collective to not move on is not healing properly, right? Healing is an art, and there's almost certain things that you have to do to get to that point where you can heal and make room for the new person, right? Time doesn't heal. Time doesn't. I'm sure you guys can also attest. You've lost some people. It's been over decades, and some of you are still feeling that pain till today, right? So, hey, Nigel, that's a whole different kettle of fish. Manjukuzoba topic is to wangaileti topic yokuqala, which was self-love, self-healing journey. So now we'll have to look at how is it to heal adequately and properly, because lenxeba leli elikhona within the collective here funeka lipholile, guys, so it would need some air. Some of your wounds need surgical intervention. Some of your wounds need spiritual intervention. Some of your wounds, are very difficult also to heal, right, because of expectations and who we are as humans. But with that being said, I do see you here almost working around it all. You've got your sleeves rolled up, or it's a quarter jacket here. You're ready for action. You've got your gladiator sandals on. You're seeing red flags, you're seeing white flags, you're seeing blue flags. You're waiting for this opportunity to come towards you. Your intuition is off the charts during this period in time, right? And your guides are very close to you as well. Eight of Pentacles. This is you shutting the whole world out. This is you in the middle of your reading. You're literally choosing the new you, the new life that you'll be living here. You are restructuring here. You understand that the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. So for the most of the majority here, you guys are looking at everything holistically. Not to mention the financial babies and the financial atmosphere or financial climate is the word I'm looking for. Why is this thing not zooming in? And you're trying to keep your cool. A lot of this card says to me, the collective is currently in the middle of a storm or dealing with quite a lot of moving pieces all at once. I don't know why this card won't zoom in, guys. I'm going to leave it there. But there's also this card won't focus. There's a lack of focus here with the collective. You guys you may be trying to focus. You may be experiencing lack of focus for some of you. Maybe that's what this card is trying to tell me. Some of you may be losing some hope. Some of you may be feeling that you're running out of time. Some of you are feeling things are all coming towards you all at once. Some of you may be feeling, oh, good, you know what, the best thing to do is just to keep still here and to keep to yourself. You know, don't move, don't look left, don't look right, don't make any sudden moves. It seems to be safe where you are at this present moment in time. But the Nine of Pentacles here as well. Once again, Spirit speaking here to saying, you know what, happiness is an inside job. And it becomes so imperative here with this Nine of Pentacles as you're single, as you're in this particular period. Thank you so much, Temple Face. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. During this period here, you should be focusing on yourself, focus on your money, focus on your health, focus on developing and expanding your wealth. It's such a beautiful time here as well to connect to your guides and to your spirituality and to expand on your spirituality as well. You know, lots of a collective with this white garment on here. It's almost giving the energetic confluence here that, guys, you guys have got the green light. You know, the angels are smiling on you. It is a beautiful day. And I also see, outside of unexpected income, I'm anticipating now this week to have a little bit bigger things to happen, because even as we enter this 555 portal here, collective, Spirit is saying that to manage expectations, it's not going to make you a millionaire overnight. What it will do, however, it will have incremental increases, like Spirit was saying. You know, there'll be new opportunities here for you to make income. All right, and you're not going to be somebody who's overnight, but gradually over a period of time, and it's not going to be a long time. Most of you it's only like 12 months, for some of you 6, some of you it's 3, but it is definitely a process here where it's going to unfold slowly but surely, and this is something here that's going to last for a minimum of 9 years. Right, so this abundance that you'll be opening, this portal that you'll be entering into, the new reality that you'll be creating, that will be your reality and your truth for at least another 9 years. And it's looking fantastic because you've got money everywhere. You seem to be happy. You're connected to your guides. You love yourself. You need only yourself and nobody else here. And that's what Spirit is trying to bring to the collective here, to end off a healing so far as the self-love journey is concerned. You get to the point where you're self-assured, not from a point of malice, not from a point of not being able to find someone, not from a point of being angry or hurt at love, or being to the point of saying, hey, angisafuna ukubona nix nento endihlanganisa nomjolo. No. Spirit here is saying here, sowufike endaweni yokuthi uyazithanda unconditionally. And whether there's someone next to you or someone that isn't there next to you, it doesn't affect you. Luthando Ndlovu, which connection is strong, Mdamdal? Because right here, collective, things are about to move here, right? This is the Nine of Pentacles here. And for some of you, some of you are experiencing and basking in this abundance here. All right. How? Not taking any questions at the moment, my darling. It's your girl, Sina. No? Not taking any questions at the moment. I'm doing the collective reading. But Nine of Pentacles speaks about a lot of independence here. And looking at this whole row here, this is all you here, Divine Feminine. Yeah. And with this Eight of Pentacles, I do get a strong feeling here as well that for some of you, there may have been projects that you may have started and not have completed that you'll be carrying on with during this period. For some of you, I see you going back to school. For some of you, I see you almost expanding your businesses. For some of you, I see just also almost having brand new ideas. For some of you, you're moving abroad. But it's still very much chaotic here in this energetic confluence here that I see here. Togoza, Nigel. I can sense I'm getting better and I'm going to... Yes, that's what you need to do, Nigel, during this period in time. Because what is promised here, we've got very good 3 closing cards here. Which is about it. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, ultimate happiness, ultimate joy. This is a family. This is a marriage. High Priestess, this is your intuition. We also have the 3 of Cups here, which is some form of celebration. That's definitely coming towards the collective here. Ooh, what's happening in the future? Kala in the future. Right, I'm just gonna taper this bright light a bit so that you can see these last cards here, guys. Hopefully you can see them a little bit better. Can't see them. Okay, I'm going to switch on this light again. Sorry about that, guys, for your eyes. I just need to change this. Right. Just going to bring these a little bit up here on top of these so that we can see them a little bit better here, collective. All right, in the near future. Here's this pair again. There's definitely a choice coming up, right? In the near future, there's definitely this new person. There's definitely also a past person coming towards you. And the funny thing, you're still in the same energetic confluence of the 9 of Wands. Regardless of whether you're in the Lovers with this new person, and this past person. And Spirit is saying here, it's important and imperative that we do heal once again, because if you're in this 9 of Wands energy here as the wounded warrior collective, you're going to bleed on this new relationship here. And this particular person is going to get pushed away. You know? And there is no such thing I'm hearing as better the devil that you know. You don't know the devil. You've got no association with the devil, right? So this guy, you keep them out. At the same time, I also see here that some of the collective may be feeling ostracized, sidelined, excluded, MIA, feeling some FOMO in this in the respective faculty of umjolo or love, right? Because you're coming across here as the wounded warrior, and Spirit is almost saying here, you know, this isolation period is actually a propulsion period, right? And one would say kanjani gogo ngoba akhambi nix, zonke izinto zitholile, business is going down, finances are going down, getting into deeper debt, I need to make cuts, I need to stretch the rand. You know, we had the VAT increase, and it was decreased, then the bank said the money, then the bank said, then the electricity. There's a lot that's happening. Absolutely, I respect that, ladies and gentlemen. In the same breath here, you know, Spirit is saying here, for this 555 portal, it's almost coming across as, I wish that the collective could take the time just to themselves, like really just invest time into yourself, just to love yourself and get to the point of understanding that it is such a beautiful thing to do this life with somebody else and do this life thing as partners. And your partner is coming, so let me maybe say that as well and cement that. All right? Hey, Amanda, but we're turning into dust. Hayi, Amanda, kuseza kancane kancane mntu omdala. This connection that's coming, I'm also hearing, I forgot this message a little bit earlier. Collective, your new person, the settings ezakho nalomuntu may not be picture perfect as you may imagine them to be, right? So Spirit is also saying just make room for that. It's not going to be so unpicture perfect that it is totally a whole new movie or a totally new picture. No, you'll definitely like it, but there may be some hurdles or obstacles that you may still need to work with your person here, this new person that may be coming towards you. And it's going to be different for everybody, all right? And this has to do with your values, your belief systems, and self-love as well, and choosing what's best for you and your highest and greatest good. Certainly, when you meet this person, you will know that this is your person. Nobody will have to tell you what no, collective, this is your person. You will just know from the get-go that no, this is him. And I think we went through a plethora of examples during the week in terms of what you're looking for when you meet this particular person here and what you'll be feeling. But I must say, love is literally the last thing on the collective's mind here. Well, for some of you, love is really the last thing on your mind. It's almost coming across as it's a nice to have, and you've put it away somewhere nicely there, ready for action, but it's not readily available. You're not in this your normal self that you'll be in previous relationship, which is an indication that there's been a lot of growth. And this has been this catalytic effect. I'm worried about this kind of one's energy of feeling like a wounded warrior when it comes to love, because some of the collective may feel that, you know what, you've been through one too many heartaches, you've trusted one too many people, maybe you've trusted the wrong people. People have taken advantage of you, they've made you a doormat, people have made you feel some kind of way. They've shown you their true colors, you've given them second chances, you've waited on for them to change. For some of them, you believe that this person here is somebody that you have to get married to. You've had your fights, you've had your reconciliations, you've put up some boundaries. I see you exhausting every possible option and avenue that you have here at your disposal, trying to save this previous love here with this particular person, Loa Kdala, when you were still Bob the Builder, when you were still somebody here that chases and runs. Right now, you're no longer a runner, you're neither the chaser. What I am seeing though as well here for the collective is a struggle here with vices again, with the devil. The devil does represent vices, smoking, drinking, drugs, sex, addictions, any form of vice or addiction that you may be experiencing at the present moment here, collective. We do see you here struggling with that as well here. And, Spirit will be able to speak to you individually in terms of how you should go around it. But it becomes absolutely imperative that you cleanse and you try maybe by bizani, fast these vices at least for a few days, if you can, for the next 24 hours, so that at least your aura and your spirit is clean, so that when you move into the 555 portal there, things are a little bit easier there. I hope that makes sense. Overall outcome here of what will be happening in terms of these changes that are coming into your life, it's very clear. You're going to be celebrating a lot. Definitely marriage, lots of new people coming into your life. Happy days are ahead. Lots of laughter, lots of love. Love from all places and spaces that you can think of. I'm going to leave this 10 of Pentacles here at the end of this reading. And a lot of money as well. There's also a marriage here for the collective. So it seems like things are really lining up quite beautifully here for this 555 portal here. Okay, let me clarify this Queen of Pentacles. It's the only time I'll probably clarify such a long reading. We've got the 9 of Cups. We've got the Lovers in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. This is exactly what I was saying. You guys have got nothing to do with this past person. You guys don't look like your problems. Your money isn't looking great. Relationships aren't looking great. You're sad and miserable, but you're still holding up. And what's keeping you together here, collective, could be these vices, because also the Nine of Cups speaks to a wish come true, yes, but at the same time, there's something that you're hiding here, collective. You're hiding from the world. This could be the pain, this could be the healing. This is how you're possibly trying to cope, right? And yeah, I know love is not on your mind. Really made things really bad was the Six of Pentacles, somebody giving to two people. This is where the energy of saying you just want somebody that's with you, who you want, and not any third party situations, because you've been down this road and it's played out now. You know, your idea of love has become this, actually. You know, you get into a relationship, you think need to, only to find out, you know, this person is actually giving to somebody else, which puts you in this energetic confluence of feeling sad, because there are those three cups and this is a third party situation as well. So right now you're over this. You are so over this. Togo's Nigel and Seasonal Flowers. You're so over this, and I do see some of you struggling to cope. Lots of drinking, lots of smoking, lots of addictive behavior, lots of vices being used here also at the same time. And Spirit is saying here, for some of you, guys, and as you were saying here earlier, collective, that you guys don't look like your problems, but you guys are going through quite a bit at the present moment. You're going through an emotional storm, emotional turmoil, financial storm, financial turmoil, people, places, and things, strained relationships, cutting cords. It's a lot to do. It is a lot to do, right? Spirit, clear, concise messages. Why is this Two of Swords here? Why is this Two of Swords here for the collective? Bottom of the deck, we've got the World card. You know, this energetic confluence gives the... these cards give the energetic confluence rather off. You know, you may have found yourself in the recent past year, collective, not short of options, not short of opportunity, not short of new love, not short of being able to monkey branch to other people, but there's something of a change that has happened presently. And as a result of that is because that previous lifestyle of what you were living, where you'd find people just coming towards you. Remember, the divine feminine attracts. So you guys attracted a lot of people. You attracted a lot of love. But, you know, you may have found that you were attracting people that were very confused here. But they came across as people that really wanted you at the same time, or people that wanted to have their cake and eat it. All right? And that puts you in a very difficult position there, because I see you here almost saying, you know what, Gogo, I really love this person, and I do see a future, and I do see that we can get married with this person. At the very same time, you juggle the second pentacle and you think to yourself, no, but this person is breadcrumbing me. This person is putting me in a third party situation. This person doesn't take you seriously at all. And these relationships end very quickly, because we've got the Knight of Swords, the fastest moving knight in the deck. As quick as these relationships start is as quick as they end as well here for the collective. And with the World card being here at the bottom of the deck, these were definitely karmic relationships that you were dealing with here in the recent past. And that also is confirmed there by the Two of Cups there. Let's clarify here why the Two of Cups is here. Taurus are there to NLJ. Thank you so much. Cool. Quite an intense reading tonight. It's requiring quite a bit of me. But we continue. We continue here to see what Spirit wants to know. Why is the Two of Cups here, please, Spirit? Okay, some of you guys are really going to, as I was about to say, you're going to get married. Literally, I saw this card before Izipuma. some of you guys will get married, in as much as you thought that this past person was somebody that you're supposed to get married to, and some of you still do. To be quite honest with you, some of you still do. Temperance in reverse, my cards are upright. To the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. Again, this is you, collective, right? You're saying to me here, Gogo, I've made my choices in the recent past. I thought this person is the person that I wanted, but I also understand here we've got just irreconcilable differences here with the Temperance card in reverse. Further to that, this was a karmic relationship, and the person's most important here in the room is absolutely the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Divine Feminine, which is the collective. Thank you so much, collective, for 100K. Boo, 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 boo. You guys are absolutely yay, amazing. Gosh. Let's do this. Okay. Right, I needed to... There we go. Yeah, otherwise my phone is going to go silent. It goes on to disturb more tenant. So it really also cuts the sound. Okay, so we've got these irreconcilable differences here, and you're stating here this is a karmic relationship here. I'm trying to source the messages here for 555. I think I'll speak to that as well. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords. Firstly, you guys are not interested in love. I told you. Love is the last thing on your mind. The last biscuit to crack, to be quite honest for now. You guys are just wanting to work. You're waiting for something to work on to improve the finances here. This is what you're waiting for. I wanted to just show here, because it's something that I did see earlier. In this card here of this Queen of Swords, the only cup that we've got here, and this is air energy, it shouldn't be mixed with water energy. For some reason, this cup is all, but this is what I was talking about, is that you're not really entertaining love. You've put it in some place safe, almost locked up in lock and key. But your true energetic confidence, if this cup of love was to be offered to you, you wouldn't be interested, collective. You're closed off. And the next question is, Gogo, why are we closed off? Because it's the healing, right? Because of the healing. And Spirit is almost saying here, you know what? It's imperative here for the collective to try and maybe distract yourself. And that's why during this period, it's imperative you focus on your pentacles. Focus on the things that have also been giving you a lot of stress, which is your money. Some of your relationships succumbed and come to an end because of finances here. And Spirit is saying here, this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. 8 of Pentacles, somebody, these are new jobs. This is somebody here who understands that the plan that they had is not going to get them to this 10 of Pentacles, right? So your job, which was a stepping stone, let it be a stepping stone and keep it moving. Some of you, since go by a stepping stone, in 20 years, 30 years, long service. Good evening, Biju. Amen to Team Woodise. And Spirit is saying here, you got an opportunity here, collective, to restart, basically, right? You can restart. Some of you will be taking on new courses, changing your life. So it's something that is overnight, but all the other energies that are preventing you from moving forward have been moved off the way. All of the financial blockages, any karmic blockages that you might have had, those things are definitely being moved out the way with this 555 portal, as well as this year being the year of the 9s. Everything is coming to completion. I'm expecting a very slow, well, it hasn't been slow so far, so maybe let me say a very quick year, maybe, that will come to an end. I mean, we're in April, we're going to May now. We're in May now. My goodness, we're in May. Where did the year go? Almost halfway into the year. It's just a gradual incline. It's like a snowball of things happening here during this year, but there'll definitely be definitive closure and ending to cycles. Definitive ends to marriages. There will be some divorces this year. There will be also also new relationships starting up this year. There will be new appointments happening this year. There'll be promotions this year. There'll be an abundance of money here this year. Money will start flowing a little bit easier this year, right? We've already experienced unexpected income as the collective. But Spirit is saying here as well, be patient here, collective. Patience is going to be your friend here. And Spirit is saying, we know that you're tired of hearing this. It's like your daily bread. But it's imperative here, collective, right? That you wait, because your ships are definitely coming in. Some of your ships are already here. All right? Cool. But as things stand, what is pressing you, the most of the collective, you may be feeling left out cold. What I was saying earlier, the collective is feeling ostracized, possibly feeling marginalized, micromanaged. Finances are not where they should be. Yeah. Some of you are struggling financially to meet even your debts, your normal monthly debts. Things are piling up. It's giving the energetic confluence once again of it's a lot. It's a lot on your plate. And to add maybe more injury to insult, some of you have got children that you have to support, or family or siblings. Thank you so much, R, for the perfume. Hey, Moira, more like paralyzing. Absolutely. There's this energy here of, you're almost saying here, Gogo, we're not catching a break here. Evening to me, we're not catching a break here, Gogo. Whether we turn left, whether we turn right, we listen to our motivational tarot cards. Hey, and we catch hands during the week. I absolutely agree, collective. That couldn't be more true, right? But Spirit is saying here, things are changing, but they will take a little bit of time. Look at this 8 of Pentacles here. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares, and the follows and the gifts. And look at that. And the star. And the High Priestess. These cards literally say to me, again, collective, oh, am I frozen? I think I'm back. All right, I'm back. Right. Now, these 3 cards, as they stand, the Chariot is also one of the fastest moving energies in tarot deck, followed by the Star, followed by the World. This speaks to magic. Thank you so much, Mo. Thank you so much, Rita. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares. Thank you, Yona. You guys are absolutely amazing. So in the smack bang, in the middle of your reading, while you're here taking stock of your life, and you're thinking about your life and direction that you need to take, things that you need to change, things that you need to add, people that you need to add, people that you need to cover, few places and things, whatever that you're doing at this present moment in time. So is asking again, do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic? Because, collective, I will tell you, if you are not in the spirit of believing or having faith, leave the word magic out. If you don't have faith that your life is going to change, if you don't have faith that now you've got good karma, if you don't have faith that this is your time, this is your turn, this is time for you to experience this abundance, and you've got negative energetic confidence or negative thinking, you're the only one here that's disenfranchising yourself, because you're now pushing away all these blessings away from you. You're the only one to blame. Guys. And today's tone is a bit more serious than other days. It is a Sunday reading. But this is an opportunity here for the collective. You've come a long way. This 8 of Pentacles is almost saying to me, you did the best what you have, but you know that you can do better. And this is not your portion, what you've manifested up until this point. You know this all. Right? You're almost saying to Gogo, this can't be it to life. I can't be living my life for some of you going to work, coming back, 9 to 5. This isn't your reality. It doesn't feel right. Right? You guys can't even stand work anymore. But definitely in the middle of your deck, these 3 cards summarized means that fast change is coming, is coming true, and this past cycle, this old cycle with the world card is coming to an end. You're entering a new world here. Intuitively, you know, because we've even got the High Priestess next to the High Priestess here. You know, collective. For those who know, you know. And at this point, it's a matter of having that self-assured belief moving forward. I love this energy. I absolutely love this energy. Okay, let's verify this 9 of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely getting new jobs this week, I can tell you that, especially those that have been waiting for phone calls. I see other responses coming in as well this week from an official person. I also see just general improvement of finances this week. I feel it'll be a better week financially for the collective. Your spirit guides are coming back again. They're saying they have given you an idea they'd like you to work on. Please continue with that idea. You'll know what that idea is, right? And why they want you to work on it. But that's the message I'm getting here, is that it's time for you to work on this idea that they gave you. If it wasn't an idea, it's a gift, right? But predominantly, I'm also seeing some of you have to come online, open a YouTube channel, start a TikTok account, start from wherever you are, collective, you know? Even if you don't have a background, do something. If you're a tarot card reader, if you don't have cards, just like I started collective reading tarot on my phone with a tarot app. I wonder if I can show you. But I started doing my tarot on my phone, on app. Mainly because I didn't know I could buy tarot cards. Funny, I know. It proved with South Africa, it's a bit difficult to get tarot cards in South Africa. Most of these cards have been imported thanks to Timo and your Amazons and your Ecstasies and your all of these guys. But yeah, we all have to start somewhere, and it's almost giving the same energy conference. We're saying, yeah, collective, we've given you something to work on. I love that, Charlotte. I love it when you guys have ideas. Yeah, I love it when you guys have ideas. So that things can definitely start happening. And Spirit is saying here, focus on these ideas that we've given you. Start from wherever you are. For some of you, I'm seeing catering businesses here. Spirit is almost saying, my good mdala funeka ukhipha itafula uzitoast lapha ngaphandle uthengisa izinto zakho lapha ngaphandle yenza njalo awukakabi ne-roof over your head, but start somewhere, right? Umubheka amakhekhe awahambi. Be innovative. Get someone to stand the streets. You know what I mean? But Spirit is saying here, start whatever you have. Leo rand lelo ilithola noma kuyi 1 rand collective, it's important. Hi Rita. Spirit is saying with this 3 of Cups, you will celebrate one of these gifts that they've given you. And if you know that you're gifted, spiritually gifted as well, and you can come online like I'm doing, and to do your bit for society, do that, collective. It's absolutely imperative that you do that during this period in time. Okay, let me further clarify this 9 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Now, you move away from this 9 of Swords energy here. It's 9 of Pentacles to the 9 of Swords. You're moving away from it. You're moving away because you're turning your back on people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and you're choosing your happiness here. Interesting, collective, interesting. even after the cycle closes, you still are continuing on this journey accordingly. And we're saying here, like they said last year, this year they're not going to allow any of the to fail. They'll be holding your hand. This is exactly, I'm seeing Spirit's hand here. This is Spirit helping you here. Right? It's a very difficult time for the collective. There's a lot of things happening at the same time. And Spirit is also saying here, collective, for those that may feel during this period of maybe you're left out in the dark, or your people are not hearing you, whatever the case is. That's not the case, right? Your people are hearing you, your spirit team is with you during this period in time. It's just by design. And it's important as well to continue to invite them to your problems. All right? If you've got financial problems, right? If you're passionate and you pray to God, pray to your angels, right? So do whatever it is that you need to do, but you need to invoke your spiritual team to assist you during this tumultuous period here and time, so that you can feel their assistance during this tumultuous time. But there's definitely a lot of things that you're going to celebrate by making this decision. You're moving in the best decision, in the best direction ever. Okay, I'm being told to clarify this with the Relight Seers deck. So I'm going to put these cards here so that we can all see them because of the light glare. Alright, and then we'll clarify these as well. Spirit, why is the Lovers here? Lovers here. Ooh. Guys. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is saying, Tina sa manifesta. And Tina, we want this new person. And we are ready for this new person. Waiting with bated breath. You know, you're like, Nzombegala. Utalala. Againdawo. Ngumbega njela. Eduze wenhliziyo yami. La ngimbona khona. I want to take this person everywhere that I go. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. Beautiful manifestations here happening here. Alright. Okay, let's get two more cards. The Lovers, the 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, beautiful energy. Yeah, collective, you know, this new person that's coming towards is really going to make you happy. There's going to be a lot of talking between the two of you. This is the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands in this deck also speaks to active communications, right? In other decks is anticipated communication, but this deck is actually active communication. So some of you already speak to the new person, all right? And you're seeking to have this victory between the two of you, and I see it happening, all right? I see it happening here. This is the future rate here. But with the 8 of Wands, those ones are definitely on. Those are frames at the tips there. It's absolutely happening. There's the Queen of Wands ready for somebody new in their life. And with the six of Wands here, which is victory here. And this victory here is almost coming across as a victory you don't see coming. It's really giving like a blind victory. You're not going to see this victory coming, but this new person is coming into you. They will come in like a thief in the night. You won't see this person coming. And I'm hearing for some of you, it may start off as friends. For some of you, you know this person. Some of you have lost contact with this person. It's been over a decade. For some of you, it's a completely new, brand spanking new person. But with that being said as well, Spirit is also saying that collective, which is a reading that I want to do tomorrow. Of course. A reading that I want to do tomorrow is find out where is this new person and what's happening in this new person's life as well. All right? Yeah, absolutely seasonal flowers. Because energetically, I'm almost feeling what this new person that the collective is waiting for is Togoza called. It's called they're going through it as well, collective, right? Togoza Nigel, they're going through it as well, just like you're going through it. they're going through it just as much as you're in isolation. I suspect that they're also in isolation for the majority of the collective. I feel they've also got their own traumas. I feel they also have some healing to do, just like you do. So it's a continuation. So you guys were meeting almost halfway, together, so that you don't have to forego this journey alone moving forward, right? Let's clarify this Nine of Wands. Hey, I'm saying, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. We've got this this of Swords. It almost came sideways, leaning towards the Devil. Clarified by the Five of Wands to the Chariot, to the Ten of Cups. Okay, so Spirit is saying here, the collective is currently closed off to love. Yes. Okay, and the reason why you're closed off to love, thank you so much, Maps, long time, Mdumdada. The reason why the collective is still closed off, there's quite a number of reasons here. One could be the healing, two could be logistics, three could be self-limiting beliefs. This is giving a lot of self-limiting beliefs, all right, because of past experience. That's what I was looking to say. And Spirit is saying here, very quickly, you will get information here, all right, that will allow you to be free so that you can open up once again, all right, because there will be some truth that will be revealed here. And I'm also hearing that some of this truth that you need to hear that will set you free is from this past person, all right, and this is why this past person keeps coming up in these readings. I feel that this past person is hiding something from you here, collective, that you may or may not know or have been suspecting, but it's something that's so sensitive that it's difficult for them to disclose, right? I'm not getting, well, I did get maybe for some of them, but it's true, it's very unrelated. I'm getting what for some of them is that they were people pleasers. I'm getting for some of them that they didn't have a backbone. This person, right? I'm getting here that this person here had a lot of secrets as well. This person at times could be distant. This person could be guarded with their phone. This is the past person that we're speaking about. This person that we're speaking about here was giving a lot of telltale signs that there's definitely a third party that's here. Absolutely, Ivan Mazibu. For those who just joined us, I am doing a collective reading here for all 12 zodiacs. Thank you everybody for the likes, the shares, and the follows and the gifts. When this truth comes in here, this Ace of Swords, I see you getting this gallant energy and being able to just now let go. It's almost being, oh, okay, now I can let go. Now I can move. I strongly sense here for the collective in this particular relationship with you not having cut the cords and you going back and forth and think about this particular past person here. There's still unfinished business between the two of you, but this unfinished business has got nothing to do with your karma. All right, it's got a lot to do with them. Interesting. Okay, Spirit is very clear about that. It's more to do with them, right? The collective just needs